I commit this venture to the Imperium of Xin. I commit this venture to the Radiant Empress Dowager. I commit this venture to... Well, perhaps I can come back later to complete the 88 honorific hailings. At this moment, it's hard to think of anything except that today, I, Chen Peasprout, sail into the city of Pearl. The city that looks as if it were made of milky porcelain. The city that looks as if it were poured, not built. The city that is always busy with racing, jumping skaters from the smooth white boulevards to the sweeping white roofs. I, Chen Peasprout, a girl from the village of Serenity Cliff in Shuishan province of the shining empire of Xin, sail today into this city of legend. Today, I begin my studies at Pearl famous Academy of Skate and Sword, where I, a girl of just 14 years, shall become a legend of Wu Liu, the beautiful and deadly art of martial skating. I shall finish this year with first ranking and win the lead in the drift season pageant. The Empress Dowager would be disgraced if I achieved anything less, for I am the first student from Xin to attend the finest academy under heaven, devoted to the only form of kung fu that is performed on bladed skates. Peasprout, what are you doing? My little brother Cricket tugs at the sleeve of my academy robe. I unclench my fist and uncross my arm from my chest. Nothing, I say. What is it? I'm going to get last ranking at the academy. I know it. Cricket twists in his skates like he always does when he's nervous. Cricket, it doesn't matter how much older or bigger anyone is than you. The Empress Dowager of Xin, the greatest empire under heaven, decided to select us as her emissaries in the goodwill exchange of Wu Liu skaters. No one else at the academy can say that. The ship docks at a jetty made of white filigree. We skate down the disembarking rail with the other passengers. Everything here is made out of the substance that they call the pearl. Even though the whole city is ribboned with waterfalls and fed with canals, the pearl itself it's dry and never melts. As I skate, my blades bite into it, but the pearl smooths itself behind me. The sensation is delicious. We have nothing like this back home. In Xin, we have to skate on rinks made of ice preserved in caves until it's ridged and yellowed like bad toenails, and even then it's gone by the 4th month of the year at the latest. The Wu Liu skaters here in Pearl can train all year long. That means that the other first-year students here at the academy could have had a total of several years more training than I have had. So what? I was a PNA level bright star, and before that, I was Wu Liu champion for all of Shuishan province 5 times before the age of 10. Who cares if the other students train year-round? They probably spend the extra time on purely ornamental moves like bowing and hand flourishes. I can do hand flourishes just fine. My hand flourishes are legendary. The Academy scroll says that the gondolas are the easiest way over the sea to the string of islets on which the Academy sits, but we have to board them before they stop running at sunset. The sun looks as if it's only an hour before setting. We have to arrive on time. We can't disgrace the Empress Dowager. Cricket and I are blocking the main path of the boardwalk, so we skate off to the side and huddle next to a series of pungent vats that must belong to some sort of stinky vinegar tofu factory. I notice 2 boys in official-looking uniforms watching us. They're not much older than I am, but they wear uniforms that remind me of the ones that government officials wore back in Shuishan province. I bow and say, "Hail, brothers!" "Brothers!" they say together, then laugh. What is there to laugh at? "Xin," says one, a compact, square-shaped boy. How does he know we're from Xin? I speak perfect Perlian. It must be Cricket's accent. I've told him 10,000 times that no one curls their tongue when speaking Perlian. Make me drink sand to death. You've come to study Wu Liu? The square-shaped boy asks. Which school? Pearl, famous academy of skate and sword. The boys look at us as if for the first time. I know this look on their faces. It's envy. Well, they should be envious. The square-shaped boy reaches inside his coat and brings out a small clay tablet and a stylus. "Name," he says to me. I am called familiar name Chen, personal name Peasprout, I answer. Please, I say, we have to get to the rail gondola towers before the sun sets. You're not going anywhere until we approve your papers. I hand him our scrolls confirming acceptance into the academy. No good, he says, handing them back to me. No seal. What seal? Nobody told us we needed to get a seal. No seal? No one admit us further into the city. Where do we get a seal? If you're Lien, you have to get the seal from the office of the Minister of Culture for your province. Where might that be? I ask, trying to keep my voice even. We're going to miss the last gondola. The academy will turn us away and say the Linians are too ignorant to tell time. The boy squints at the setting sun. If you'll start swimming now, you might get back in time to see the rest of your class graduate. This can't be. The Empress Dowager would have provided us any necessary documents. I notice the words on the boys' sashes. Number 1, best quality, auspicious, golden dragon, discount Wu Academy and Noodle House. My heart fills with 1,000 throbbing fists. These boys are only students as well, not officials. They've been making us stand here like fools while the sun sets over the gondolas. I want to teach them a lesson, but I know we should just skate away. Hey, how many Lien feng shui masters are needed to take care of a tree blocking the front door of a house? Says the square-shaped boy to the slighter boy in a loud voice meant for us. 81. 1 to yell at the tree and 80 to push the house. I whip into a combat stance. Show some respect. I am the emissary of the Empress Dowager. Meaning what? You're her spy? What's in the basket? Bombs? The boy grabs for my basket. I push Cricket far from the combat radius. We didn't bring these gifts across 3,000 li just to have some harbor scamps steal them. I enter into the single-toe butterfly spinning leap, ending with a diagonal toe kick that connects with the boy's forearm. The force of my kick sends his hand snapping against his own shoulder. The pearl here is so smooth, so responsive. I stand with my skates biting deep into the surface, my palms crossed in blade position, ready for more combat. I toss the basket of soaps to Cricket. He plucks it from the air and skates far away to keep it safe. The boys circle out to either side of me and then charge. I launch into a defensive move, the iron parasol spin. I dive onto my fingertips and split my legs above me, my skates rotating in a deadly circle that spins faster and faster. The boys scrape backward from my flashing blades, but they built up too much momentum and now they're sliding toward me. When they're about to meet the steel, I pull in my skates, channel the gathered chi energy of my spin, and use my knees to knock them back. The boys land on the edge of the vat of stinky tofu. They spiral their arms and pedal their feet wildly to keep from falling into the stew. I leap up, balance my skates on the edge of the vat between them, and grab the fronts of their robes in my fists. On the horizon, the bottom edge of the sun is nearly touching the water. Where are the rail gondolas to the academy? The boys answer only with sneers. I'm going to ask each of you where the rail gondolas are, and you'd better say the same thing, or you're both going into that vat. Now, whisper it in my ear. I bend my ear to the slimmer boy. You first. He says, it's to the east, just past the Dolphin Embassy's water court. I bend my ear to the square-shaped boy. He spits out, your ancestors leaked out a rancid turtle egg, Lien pig. I release the boys, straighten my robe, and perform a double jump, double knee tornado kick. I send them both flying into the vat of stinky tofu.